He was in the top 3 at the World Chocolate Masters. He's also been named the #1 chocolate maker in Australia and also in Asia for 2 years running.
I didn't even know there was a ranking of chocolate makers in the world, but he must be absolutely phenomenal.
He's also the current Sabre Patissier of the Year. This man is the Chocolate Whisperer. Please welcome, from Cubase Chocolate, Deniz Karaca.
This chef sounds absolutely amazing, and I cannot even begin to imagine what kind of dish he's created for us.
Deniz, welcome to the MasterChef kitchen. Now,
Thank you very much.
Under this cloche is a version of the dish that earned Deniz that title of Patissier of the Year.
I can't imagine it's going to be a bundle of fun underneath that cloche.
However, because he's such a lovely bloke and he loves you so much, he's supersized it. So it's now got more tricks, more turns, and more diabolical degrees of difficulty than the original had.
Oh.
If I wasn't scared before, now I'm absolutely terrified.
How many times did you make this dish before you got it right?
It probably took me 45 goes to get it right. It doesn't have a lot of layers or not a crazy amount of recipes, so I know every element has to be 100%.
Time to show them.
So today, guys, you'll be cooking my passion for caramel tart.
It's the most incredible tart I've ever seen. There's fancy chocolate work that scares the hell out of me, but it looks delicious.
Do you want to come and have a closer look?
Oh, wow.
We get the dehydrated milk foam, which is really important in terms of texture. You get the chocolate twigs, so that's tempered chocolate. The glaze is probably one of the most important parts from a visual point of view. You glaze it with a dark chocolate glaze first, and then you skim it off with the hot gold glaze to get that spider web.
It's an absolute work of art, and to think that I now have to try to recreate this, I don't know. I'm feeling really scared.
So we start with the tart shell, which is the streusel base, mixed with caramelized peanuts and some beautiful 75% dark chocolate. That's a real iffy part. The tart shell is actually deconstructed and reconstructed. We got a lavender and passion fruit jam. Really important. You want to have that lavender coming through, but you don't want it to be too strong, okay? Then you got a caramelized banana. Then the vanilla creamer. When you put the vanilla creamer in, make sure it's at right temperature. Bear in mind, this tart is only held together by chocolate. So what happens when you put something hot?
Too hot, it'll melt it.
It will melt it. So you got to be really, really careful.
Chocolate can be very temperamental. It just means more precision, more accuracy.
On top of the vanilla creamer, we got a caramel creme. It's like a whipped ganache, a really light cream. You want to have maybe that slight bitterness in there. And then we just season it to taste with some sea salt. So you really got to trust your taste buds in there. When you whip the caramel cream, make sure it's whipped quite firmly, but not too firm so you don't split it. Again, there's not a lot of layers in there, so every mistake will be obvious. There's nothing to hide.
Make sure you've got everything.
Come on, Tamara! Come on, Ray! Go, Ray! Leave, Ray!
There's a lot at stake. I hope the balance and composition of my dish is just right.
Well done, Ray.
Keep going, Tamara!
Those branches were definitely a feature, but I don't have them, so I need to make sure that everything else is perfect.
This is it. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Your time's up.
I'm keeping everything crossed that maybe, just maybe, I've managed to do enough and pull it out of the bag to stay today.
Arum, who would have thought at the beginning of that challenge that you'd be able to put up that dessert?
I certainly didn't.
No, we didn't either.
I think what I was most impressed by was your determination and your unwillingness to give up.
I just realised how much I want to stay here, and I think before I go, the one thing I definitely want to do is show you guys what I can do.
Keep your fingers crossed. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Wow, I am stunned.
Amazing, isn't it? 'Cause
Absolutely
that is
stunned.
that is so good looking. The garnish is fantastic. The mirror glaze is beautiful. I think he's done an amazing job, and an even more amazing job given the world of pain he was in.
So you've got the layers.
So what do you think, Dennis?
The tart shell may be a little bit thick. In saying it gives it a lot of nice texture. So I actually like it. The vanilla creamer, mine's got a beautiful layer, and it seems to be just perfectly set.
He's got the balance of flavours right. Like I can taste salty
definitely.
caramel, I can taste passion fruit, I can taste banana, I can pick up a hint of lavender.
The lavender comes out quite beautifully without being overpowering, so he's balanced that really well.
He's managed to get the little chocolate decorations. Like there's a little, you can feel there's a little snap in there. So he's managed to temper those beautifully. And even that dehydrated milk foam, it's just delicious.
He's done an amazingly good job, and I am quietly stunned by what Arum's achieved.
Yeah. Does he set the bar, do you think, by which the others are going to be judged? We will see.
I'd say so.
Incredible, in fact.
I'm really worried about that white chocolate vanilla cremo, and I'm unsure about the balance of all the elements. This could be the dish that sends me home. It's a scary thought.
A troublesome cook, that one.
Do you think it's a real chance you're going home?
Possibility, yes. I've loved every minute of it, and it would absolutely shatter me if I were to go home.
If you've made any mistakes, what didn't go so well?
The consistency of the cremo wasn't right when I was plating up, and still worries me. I'm definitely proud of what I've put up today. It's been an absolute roller coaster for me, the best and most challenging thing I've done in my life. I've loved every minute of it, and it would absolutely shatter me if I were to go home.
Thanks, Sam. We'll taste that.
Thanks, guys.
You're happy, Dennis?
Besides the creme, I think it looks quite nice. Yes, the chocolate decoration could be a bit finer, but you got no bloom. You got a beautiful shine in the chocolate, so it was tempered right.
Yeah. Both the mousse and that vanilla cream, but really soft, aren't they?
The creamer actually picked up on it when he was whipping it, and I thought it was just on the edge.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of
It's
slipping
really
off.
melting away.
Yeah.
The thinness and the crunch and the flavour of the streusel base is really, really good. The flavour of the caramel mousse layer is delicious.
He cooked the caramel well. It's got the right amount of salt in it.
Caramel and banana, they stand out. I'm pleased with that. But it's really soft. It kind of spoils the effect.
And because of that softness, it just really all gets lost together. I completely missed the passion fruit. There's good elements to it, but it's not great.
Yeah.
Fourth pressure test. Do they get easier or do they get harder?
Bit of both. That anxiety of the unknown for the first pressure test is obviously gone, but emotionally it gets a little bit harder because it's a constant reminder that you've just had a bad cook and that you're in the bottom.
Looking at this now, I think it's quite presentable.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see the obvious mistake spilled out. I mean, when we cut into that, we'll know. But, you know, on the whole, look at all the elements, they're all there. All right, Ray.
Thank you. Thanks.
Gee, how fine is that temper work on the chocolate?
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. If I walked into a pastry shop, would I buy it? And the answer is yes, it looks great.
Shall we?
Shall we cut it open?
I mean, you can see two fillings there, can't you?
You can definitely see a distinction between the fillings.
Yeah.
The caramel cream looks pretty good.
I think what Ray's done really well is that caramel. The texture is fantastic, and the base is super fine. I think the little tempered chocolate twigs are impeccable, and they're professional level quality.
The peanuts are good. You get a really nice crunch in that base. They're probably the nicest peanuts.
You struggled today.
Yep, definitely struggled today. I'm sorry that I couldn't put up something as beautiful as what you did, Dennis, but I didn't leave myself enough time to do a proper job of that. I wish I could have done more.
And I felt for you because I knew, or I could see that you were quite capable by the way you moved around, by the way you organised yourself in the beginning.
Not everything goes to plan in life, though, does it?
It's a horribly tough challenge, and is this the first time it feels real that you might be going home?
Yeah, it feels real. I feel sick. I feel just shattered that, you know, this could possibly send me home.
You're such a wonderfully positive person, and you've lost your smile coming in here.
Definitely, yep. I just hope that the elements that I have put up are, I don't know. I really don't know.
So nervous smile or not, you got to keep smiling, right? You got to stay happy. So cross your fingers, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you. Thank you
Thanks,
so
Tamara.
much. Thank you.
What do you think about what she's done? I mean, obviously she's missed the chocolate decorations.
Look, it's got a certain cleanness about it.
Yeah.
Although the crema poured over the top, it doesn't look untidy. I hope we didn't lose too much of that crema.
Yeah.
And still get that balance.
On the plus side, that looks like a nice kind of fine crumb in the streusel. Peanuts look fantastic.
Right, let's cut. Let's
Let's see what's inside. It actually cuts really well.
Oh, I tell you what. That mousse is very pale, though, isn't it?
Well, I love those peanuts. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great flavour on the base, good jam, nice passion fruit flavour.
I think the glaze is beautiful, too. It's really thin. Probably the thinnest of the bunch.
Do I like it? Yes. But I feel like it's not quite what I represented to her. There's no chocolate twigs. The crema is lacking. Caramel isn't there.
I thought I saw her mop up an awful lot of crema. The absence of a layer of crema really harms the dish. There's a sweetness because that mousse is very blonde.
It is balanced in its own way, but it's not what the task was.